Welcome back to Tibbs Farm. We have been getting a lot of rain. The ground is very wet. Our bonfire, campfire, whatever you want to call it, keeps going out. Rain keeps putting it out. The pit is rather wet. Came out earlier with a hoe, dug it out because we've actually been building up a lot of fire residue, if you will, ash, coals, just you name it. And saw that because of how much rain we got, it appears that there's a quasi spring that has formed. So I had to dig a hole at the bottom of the pit to allow the water to drain into that, so it's not putting the fire out. But we're going to try something, a different stacking technique to get this started. So here's the pit. Originally, we had this berm right here, and that's it. Well, with all the fires we've been having, the past 2 weeks now, all of this has been able to be dug out. So now I actually have like a pit. But this is called the pyramid. So you have logs, and then perpendicular logs, and then another row perpendicular, and you just keep going up, and basically you make it backwards of what you would think. You do not light this from the bottom, you light this from the top. As this burns down, the coals drop down to the level lower, starts that up, and it just keeps going down until eventually gets down to the ground. Hopefully by then, the ground dries up enough, or the wood down at the bottom is soaking up some of that moisture, and it kind of insulates the fire from the wet ground. This is supposed to be very useful in wet conditions like this, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, I probably should try to get some smaller tinder. Start with a bird's nest, but unfortunately, everything is wet. All of this stuff right here was, deadfall still hanging up in the tree. So it should be fairly dry, especially compared to everything else. And we're just gonna use a torch because we have it. And yes, I will probably need to go and add more tinder to this to allow it to build up some coals to start dropping down. Alright, don't mind the fire ants right here. As you can see, it's still going, obviously. For right now, we need to strip all these leaves off. They too bushy. They will actually cause the fire to start dying down. But we can toss a little bit of green wood on here. Let me show you something. If you do ever have to use something like this and you need to get the leaves off, the easiest way to do it is pull straight down. Because if you try to pull up, they won't go. But if you pull down, they usually pop right off. That could help you get rid of the leaves. on something like this. Just quick little pull down. Even on here, pull it down. And then if the pull down don't work, then pull up after you snap it. Pull down, pull up. Pull down, pull up. Yep, very nice. As you can see, it's starting to build a little bit of a coal bed down in there. Starting to drop down a couple levels, layers, whatever. Slowly the fire is getting bigger. Yup. So I think I'm going to let it cook down a little bit and bring you back whenever it's a little bit bigger. Alright, so it's burnt down a little bit more. Time to go and start adding some more stuff up on top of it. Let me go and set you guys up over here and make sure you can see. There you go. Oh, man. So, people always say, stop and smell the roses. Well, it's not a rose, but stop and smell the flowers. I think that's what it is. Whatever. You guys know what the saying is. Very sweet. Very floral. Not sure what it is. But it smells amazing. Let that burn down a little bit. Well, as you can see, the fire's going good enough that I was able to get all the green stuff out, and definitely burning that green stuff now. A lot of ash. But yeah, the pyramid definitely works in wet environments. And I think that's about as much wood as we're going to toss on for now. It's definitely time to just sit back, watch the fire, and relax a little bit. And as always, have a great day.